Welcome to the heartbeat of our community. It's businesses. From the hum of machinery to the hands that craft with care, we explore the innovative spirit and enduring tradition of Cabarrus County's manufacturers. Join us as we uncover the stories behind the products made right here in our own backyard and celebrate the people who make them. This is where creativity meets craftsmanship. This is Made in Cabarrus.
Our history is that we were used to the old mill. So Pilotex and Canada Mills was the industry. It built the town. So a lot of the things our kids learn about the advanced technology and manufacturing is based upon what the parents and grandparents told them. So in their minds, it is dirty, it is dark, it's like literally you're tied to a machine. When they see what's happening in industries like Ketchie and Corning and they visit those areas, it is clean, it is about energy, sustainability, it is things that really they can gravitate towards.
What I hope most people realize is manufacturing is so different than what it used to be. It's clean, it's safe, it is a great environment. It's a wonderful opportunity for someone to build a true career, not just a job, that they can come in at one level, continue to train and learn and succeed up to higher levels. So you really can develop a great wage. You can get benefits for your family and not have to leave your community that you live in.
For every one job created in manufacturing, it creates 3.4 more jobs for the economy. For every dollar that's generated in manufacturing, it adds another $2.74 back into the economy. On a personal note, I still think manufacturing career pathways are one of the fastest ways to the middle class. Better jobs, more times than not, equate to better lives.
I think that the manufacturing industry it's critical. People continue to come here. Over the years, technology has advanced a lot, and most of these machines are automated. What makes me happy about manufacturing is the challenge, the constant innovation, the constant change, making things work together.
We're trying to stay on the cutting edge, and we're trying to get out there more on a retail level. We are notoriously known for this kind of business to be an industrial type provider, but with the digital world that we have opened up to ourselves, we are trying to get more into a retail environment where we sell shelf products versus it just being industrial products. We've started up another company called Boxes by Design, which is an e-commerce company, so it sells to the actual public where they can go on live, get a quote, place their orders, and then see where their orders are in the system. So that's the next big project for us.
The e-commerce platform has actually made a huge change in my life because I was wondering where I was going next. Jumping into this has opened my eyes to a lot more possibilities that we can actually achieve here at Complete Design and Packaging. I think for me, it would be growing the e-commerce side and enhancing our workflows so that we can handle more jobs and be much more competitive in our space. That's my main missions for me personally here in the future.
I think one of the things Chamber does very, very well is our advocacy work. We work with our local, state, and federal legislators to be able to make sure they're aware of any challenges that could potentially impede business. That includes our manufacturers, where we definitely want to hear from them and make sure that there's anything that we can help with, we do that. And right now, I think if you ask any employer throughout the state, they would tell you the number one challenge is workforce, so we work really closely on that.
I think what we have to do is we have to challenge the younger generation coming in. We can't have them coming in and just sitting at a desk. I think they really want to be involved. They have to be challenged, and they have to believe in what they're working on. Because I found that if you give someone a challenging project and you actually reward them after you give them the challenging project and you give them the training to get better, your retention problems kind of subside.
So as we advance our technology and our processes, we have to invest back in our people. And I think what we really have to do in the future is we have to create training spaces that make them capable of working with our equipment. We have to do that to continue to evolve and continue to compete in this competitive industry.
The future of manufacturing, in my opinion, lies in a blend of things. It is ensuring that we continue to upskill and grow our talent, but it's also ensuring that we continue to have technological advancement. I think those two things combined help us retain strong talent.
It's important for us to continue to collaborate with local educational institutes. High schools and colleges are two key environments that we go to continuously. One, to let them know what Corning does, but two, to provide them with opportunities to work with us and get real hands-on experience that will enhance their education. As we continue to invest in our products and our processes, we have to have employees that have a lot of the new skills that we need, like mechatronics. Partnering with these educational institutes allows us to help them evolve and educate employees so that they're better equipped to serve the industry when they enter exiting school.
With the Eli Lilly and Company announcement, one of their required asks was that we have a BioWorks certification program, and we didn't have that. And so we had to establish that. We established that program and got it online and operational in about 95 days. So we're extremely agile in meeting the responsiveness of our employer community and specifically manufacturers. We can customize any type of training that runs the spectrum from leadership supervisory, continuous process improvement, quality safety, and we can customize that to enhance and upskill the workforce needed by our local manufacturers.
We are hiring for positions from GED to PhD to alphabet soup behind your name and everything in between. We're partnering with Rowan Cabarrus Community College with a BioWorks program, so really enabling you to get that next level of training to help you be successful in the role. And so I think the really cool thing is that there are opportunities for everyone.
We create an impact on our patients with our medicines, but we also want to create a positive impact in the communities where we operate. We are trying to leverage whenever we can local providers that I think is benefiting that. We are partnering with the educational organizations, with some of the local schools. We are partnering with Rowan Cabarrus Community College, with UNC Charlotte as well. We are sometimes going to those educational institutions to explain what a career is. In the pharmaceutical industry, it can be Lilly or can be other companies. I think there is a bright opportunity coming up.
When we look at the workforce of today and in the future, it's becoming much more mobile, which means people aren't just searching for what's in my backyard in order to have a career. They're searching for things that align with their values. So the values that we're seeing people really emphasize are a purpose. Is what I'm doing meaningful? Is it making a difference? Community, am I valued? Am I heard? And then integrity from the companies. It's an expectation that there's corporate responsibility, especially around sustainability. As far as purpose, we're making medicine. It serves our community, serves our families and our friends. It's a privilege that we take a lot of pride in.
And Cabarrus County really is a place where people come together. They really do work together. I think that organizations, whether they are community organizations that help others, nonprofits, political organizations, the schools, looking at, hey, preparing this future generation of workforce, right? That will be our future employees. Everyone wants what's best for this community and the people that live here. Being welcomed here in this community with open arms gives me a lot of hope about what the future looks like for us being a pillar here in Concord.
What I love about the EDC and the Chamber of Commerce is that I truly believe their first thought every day is how can we benefit kids? Second thought of the day as they move through the day is, will this impact students? And I think when you go home at night, their thought is, how can I impact students more? That is how we partner. They give us examples of companies to contact. We reach out to them. And what I love is companies usually say yes. How can we make this work? And we try our best to make it work.
So one of the initiatives that we work with partners on is Cabarrus County Career Connections Day, also known as C4 Day. It's a career fair for children and students to start understanding what careers are available and how to start preparing for them when they're young so that they're ready to go into them when they graduate or after they continue their education. Cabarrus County and Kannapolis City Schools have done a great job of encouraging students to find their E, whether they're going to enroll when they finish high school into secondary learning. They're going to enlist in either one of the military institutions in our country, or they're going to engage. They're ready to go straight into work. Our manufacturers need to make these connections because these students are looking for opportunities. A lot of folks don't want to take on student debt and they're ready to go straight into work. And so it's a great opportunity for our manufacturers to connect with their students.
So Ketchie, we started this partnership about a year ago. And when you start a partnership, you're not sure how well it's going to go. You build it up, and you're thinking about year to 2 years to 3 years, we might actually get it, into a position where kids start to benefit. That wasn't the case. Their program of Opportunity Knocks hooked our kids in. We have one young person, we use his first name Miguel, who started there. He was in the first cohort. He wasn't aware of what he wanted to do. He was sort of, drifting in high school. Good kid, really good kid, but wasn't sure what he wanted to do at the end. Ketchie hooked him.
Everybody knows that workforce is a big problem for everyone in manufacturing. It's a problem for a lot of people in America. We need to get young people interested and involved in manufacturing. And we were messing around on YouTube, and I found a video of a guy named Dave Haytag up in Wisconsin. He's at a machine shop called Edgerton Gear. And he had some really great videos and stuff, and he started talking about this book that he wrote. It's called Good Work. And Courtney ordered the book, and she read it. And in that book, he goes through talking about this Craftsman with Character curriculum that he developed. And what he does is he goes after the lost shop kids in his local high school, and he brings those guys in and young ladies, and he teaches them about manufacturing, but also pours into them through mentors and through time, and shows them what's important in life, what there's meaning and purpose and dignity in what you do. Programs like Opportunity Knocks are so important. It's so impactful because it allows students to come in and to see what a career might look like for them. And here in our instance, in a machine shop, they're able to see how the raw material comes in, how we can read a blueprint, how we program, how we fixture, problem solving. There's always problems going on in a machine shop. The heart and soul of the Opportunity Knocks program is when the students and the mentors connect. Our first group that came through, Miguel was one of the students and Fred was his mentor. Fred's going to be retiring in a couple of months. And you could actually see Fred just stand a little bit taller, smile a little bit brighter as he got to pour into Miguel. And Miguel will come in each morning with a big smile and say, "Good morning, Fred." Fred would just light up. And to walk by and see those two interacting, they both got energized and excited about it. And when Miguel started seeing the parts that they were making goes into the railroad, he's like, "Holy cow, like there's dignity and purpose in what I'm doing." I honestly see one day Miguel will be a mentor here.
One thing we do know is our kids will stay within our area. They will only travel within about a 30, 40 mile radius, and that's where they're going to live. If we can invest in a young person, help them rise themselves out of poverty, they provide them with places to live and a job, that is building our economy. That is building our social structure here in the area. That is really growing Kannapolis City and Cabarrus County as a whole.
Well, I'm very optimistic about the growth in Cabarrus County. It's really neat to see a lot of manufacturing coming and a lot of large manufacturers coming. We're going to continue to be here, and I see a ton of growth in our future. I see Opportunity Knocks growing and evolving, and I see greater partnerships with other manufacturers in the county. What I'm optimistic about is I think about the relationships we have now with like the EDC and the North Carolina Manufacturing Institute and Rowan Cabarrus Community College, and thinking about all the growth that's happening and how those relationships are going to continue to evolve and grow, and we're all going to get stronger together. Really, working together, we will.
I would challenge anyone to find a community that's more engaged and supportive than Cabarrus County. From our municipalities, our county, our Economic Development Corporation, our Convention and Visitors Bureau, and the Chamber are all here to support these businesses and so that they thrive and that they're continuing to grow in Cabarrus County.
And manufacturing is exciting. It's a team sport from the front of the shop all the way to the back. It takes a dynamic group of people to get the job done. And to see young people have that same ambition and that same heart and soul connecting their heart, hands, and mind, manufacturing is in a good spot for the future.
The culture that is being created by the EDC, by the Chamber of Commerce, by county commissioners, by our city leaders, by our superintendents, all working together, makes this an exciting place to be. We have a community college who's willing to partner in everything. We have a healthcare system that also reaches out and says, how can we support you in social emotional learning for our kids to get them ready for the next step? Because that creates a vibrant environment that is conducive to our kids being more involved and getting connected, getting hooked, and being willing to stay in this area and contribute more.
With cutting-edge technology and a skilled workforce, the future of manufacturing in Cabarrus County is not just growing, it's thriving. And it's all made right here in Cabarrus.